Well, my love, that didn't exactly go to plan, did it? No, don't get me wrong. Of course I wanted to meet your parents. I've been wanting to meet your parents for a long time. My parents love you. I know. And I like your father. He seems like a very lovely, caring man. He reminds me of you. I can see where you get your charm from. Not to mention the good looks. He seemed lovely. And I know you said I laughed too loud, but he was so funny. He kept cracking jokes. You know how I am with dad jokes. They get me every single time. So yeah, I really liked him. Do you think he liked me? I got the impression that maybe he did like me, but I'm not very good with reading emotion, you know that. Well, if you think he liked me, that's certainly good enough for me. But I didn't exactly make a good first impression with your mother, did I? Who, I would like to point out, is wildly overprotective of you. And I mean wildly overprotective of you. And I get it. She's your mother, I understand. She's supposed to be protective. It's her job. And I know I'm taller than the average girl by a few dozen feet. But it's not like I'm any more dangerous to you than another girl. I'm just as capable of breaking your heart as the next girl, and I wouldn't do that. No, I know you know that, but I get the impression you didn't like me. What do you mean, what gave me that idea? Did you see the look on her face? And besides, I made such a fool of myself. I'm so embarrassed. I know, but I should have been more careful. First I accidentally destroy her rose garden, which I didn't know it was a garden. She should prune them more, it just looked like a patch of weeds to me. Well, whether you think it's a patch of weeds or not is irrelevant. To her, it was a rose garden. In the past, it's not anymore. Then I go and lean my elbow on the house and go through the roof. Made a nice hole. That I'm pretty sure they didn't want a skylight there, did they? Despite what your father said, I'm sure they didn't really want a skylight there. I wouldn't have wanted a skylight in the bathroom. Personally, Just keep that in mind if we ever do, get a place. And then, cap it all off, I go ahead and kneel on the family car. Oh, don't be ridiculous, it's a write-off. Can't fix that. It's flatter than a pancake. In my defence, it's silver. It's the same colour as the pavement. I know, I should have been looking. I made a useless first impression. I can't believe this. Your mother is never going to want you to see me again. She kept looking at me sideways, really funny. You know what? I think she didn't like me the second I got there. I think she didn't like me before I got there. No, hear me out, because when the first thing she says is, so this is the one he's been talking so much about, and then looks me up and down, very slowly, which took a long time, she was making a point. Not entirely sure what the point was, but she was making a point. Does she ever smile? See, you say that, but I bet she does when I'm not around. And it was really, really nice of her to cook for us. But I know you told her that I'm a vegetarian. Yes, I didn't exactly need a whole roasted cow, did I? Of course I couldn't eat it. Oh my word, I felt so rude. I don't care if it's just one cow. I'm a vegetarian, for crying out loud. I don't eat meat, which I thought would encourage her a little bit in our relationship, i.e., the boyfriend is my friend, not my food. I know you know that. I'm trying to convince your parents. Oh no, your father seemed very reasonable. But is he like that with everybody, or does he actually approve of me? And I've only met him once. Oh, darling, I love you too. It worries me, you know? If your parents come to hate me, how can we possibly have a strong relationship, a loving relationship? I can't be the wedge that divides you from your family. Not after everything you've been through with them. I won't be the person to separate you from them. I know. I want to be a part of that family, I do. As much as my parents approve of you, then they're not here, are they? I'm not close to them. I'm close to you. I don't want to lose you. I never want to lose you. I want for us to be together for the rest of our lives. To be happy. To love each other. To have a future. A home. All the things I longed for when I was growing up. United family. I know we can't have our own children, but we've talked of adopting, and I'm quite happy to adopt human children. I think that would be far more practical. I don't know, I know you wanted one of each, but I think I'd worry about the human one. Anyway, we're not at that bridge yet. We'll cross it when we get there. Oh, darling. I wish I could go back to the start of today and start it all over again. It is as bad as I think it is. Your mother didn't like me to start with, and then I've done thousands of pounds worth of damage to her property and destroyed her prized rose bushes. I have no idea how to go about replacing rose bushes. Tell me about it. Whether you think it was a horrible garden or not is beside the point. She loved it, apparently. Well, she loved it in that moment, anyway. You know, I got the impression she was expecting me to do something like that. Oh, I'm so embarrassed. What if she tells you to break up with me? What am I going to do? Oh, thank you, love. For the record, if my parents hadn't approved of you, I wouldn't have cared. I've told them to get stuffed. To be honest, I don't think they could care very much. Either way, whoever I date. I've never interested them that much anyway. Oh no, I think it's just because my father wanted a boy, you know? Well, you can't always have what you want. But in this instance, I want you, and I can't let anything get in the way of that. I have to make a better impression on your mother. I have to win her round somehow. But how? How do I get her on my side? Come on, think, she's your mother. How can I get her to like me? Maybe you're right. Maybe she'll never like me. No, I know what you're saying, that no one's good enough, but at this point, if you turn up with a human, I bet she'd just be like, yep, she's the one, you should marry that one. I wish I could be your height. I wish it was simpler, you know? I've never met anyone like you. I don't think I'll ever love anyone like this again. I can't carry on without you. I just love you so much. How pathetic am I right now? I just wish today had gone better, that's all. Wish I hadn't put a hole in the roof, or squashed the car, or destroyed the garden. Next time I meet your parents, I think we go out somewhere. A nice big park. With lots of green open space that's meant to be sat on. Knowing my luck, I'll be an idiot and sit on your mother. No, I'm not entirely saying it would be an accident. It depends on how she talks to me. Well, you might not mind, but your father might. And I certainly would. You know how I feel about that. I can't believe it. I just can't believe it. What a mess, huh? And I did mean it. I will pay for the damage. I don't care if I have to take out a loan. I will pay for the damage. I know your father said that, but your mother will want me to pay for the damage. I need to make a good impression on this woman. Do you understand? If this works, she will be my mother-in-law for the rest of my life. I need to be on her good side. She kind of needs to be on mine. I don't want her to be frightened of me. Although I get the impression she was more angry than afraid. To be fair, I was a little afraid of her. She's a very harsh woman, isn't she? Probably why you're so rule-abiding. I imagine she made sure you were a good boy growing up, huh? Oh dear. Yes. We have to rearrange. I have to try again. Somehow, I have to get this woman to like me. Oh, honey. I know it doesn't matter to you, but it does matter to me. I'm going to make this work. We are going to have the perfect relationship, and that's going to include my in-laws. If it kills me, it's going to include your mother. As long as I don't kill her, it'll be fine. Well, that was flippant. I didn't mean it much. It'll be fine. Oh, I love you so much, darling. I never want to let you go. Every time I put you down, I feel like I'm losing a part of my heart. I just want to hold you close to me all the time. I know, I'm sorry. I wish neither of us had to work. But I guess you're right. Bedtime. I love you, darling. I will never stop loving you. You know that, don't you? I will always be here for you. No matter what happens. No matter what life throws our way. I will be the perfect partner, I promise. I will always be here to love and protect you. It's my calling. I can feel it in my bones. It's like my reason to be. Like I was born to be with you. And you were born to be with me. Oh, I love you too. I love you so much. I love you so much, my darling.